All right, so last week we talked about the statistics side of our lesson. This time we're going to start on probability. Okay, so we're going to have an introduction to probability. All right, so our standard is investigating the concept of probability of chance events. Okay, so this is the probability that something will happen. All right, so we're just going to figure that out by getting the fraction and the percent of that probability. Okay, so first off, we're going to determine the probabilities, and we'll understand the probability measures and its likelihood. We'll understand the probability of the chance of events that are between 0 and 1. Okay, so the chance of something happening is always going to be a fraction between 0 and 1. Okay, which is how we can get the percents as well. Um, we need to understand that the closer it is to 1, the more likely it is. So the higher or the bigger the fraction or percent, that means the greater the chance of the probability, right? So let's say it's an 80% chance of rain, okay? Then the likelihood of rain is very high. All right. Understand that a half indicates that it is neither likely nor unlikely. So let's say we got a 50% chance, then it's either or neither likely nor unlikely. Okay, so it's in between. All right. If it's closer to 0, then it's a chance that it pretty much won't happen. So if it's like 10% chance of rain outside, of course, it's probably very unlikely that it's going to rain that day. And always remember that we put possible outcomes above the total number of outcomes. All right, so let's see what that looks like. So this is an example of a box of candy. Okay, I already counted the pieces. There are a total of 12 pieces. Okay, so that answer is number 1. How many total pieces? 12. And that 12 goes on our denominator for our probability. Okay. So number 2 says, what's the probability of selecting a cherry piece? So I should already know that 12 should go on the denominator. Now the numerator is the cherry piece. How many cherry pieces is it? All right, so there's 3 cherry pieces, so I'll put 3 above my 12. Now, anytime we do probability, I want you guys to simplify it. So we can simplify this from 3 over 12 to 1 over 4 or 1/4. Now, also while you're doing this, I want you to change it to a percent as well. So 1/4 is the right answer, but I want the percent answer as well. So if you guys remember, 1 divided by 4 will give us our percent. Okay, so 1 divided by 4, and you can put this in the calculator, but doing it by scratch just lets me know that you guys understand it. So this will be what, 0.2, right? Because 4 goes into 10 2 times. Subtract, that would leave 20. 4 goes into 25 times evenly, right? So my decimal is 0.25, but how do we change 25 hundredths to a percent? Move it 2 decimal places, right? And we get 25%. So this is 25% chance. So it's kind of unlikely, right? Since it's under 50% chance, it's kind of unlikely that we'll pick a cherry piece out of this box of candy. All right, let's answer this last one. Selecting lemon. Lemon is what, 5 over 12? All right, and we can't simplify that, and 5 over 12 would give us 0.416 with repeated 6. And that just changes to 41.7% if I round. Okay. Now, you can do 5 over 12 in your calculator to get this decimal. Or you can do it like I did up here. You'll get the same answer. 6 repeated. 40.41, 6 repeated. Okay. And don't forget to move it 2 decimal places to get your percent.